Well, there are two stages to trolls and online criticism. There is stage one, where you get to see which criticisms and judgments you agree with internally, and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe that they said I'm not eloquent. Tapping into your fear that you're not eloquent. Somebody told you weren't eloquent. It used to say on your school reports, they can't string a sentence together. So suddenly your fear, your trauma comes up. That's stage one, and in stage one, you get to learn about the parts of you that might agree with the troll. And that's very healing. And then there's stage two, which is you just realize that you simply can't be held accountable to all of the judgments of other people. Now, if you want to get really immersed in what someone else thinks about you, you might try that on for a while. But if you're doing that every single day, you're going to not have your own sense of identity. So I'm a big believer in actually that kind of stuff not exactly toughens you up, because it doesn't toughen you up in a way that makes you hardened or defensive. It actually just shows you the world, and you go, oh wow, this is basically the school playground. I'm back in the school playground, but perhaps unlike the school playground where I was like trying to keep a low profile, there's something I've put online that somebody with a lot of time on their hands has decided to attack. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've never written judgmental, attacking things on the internet. So you also have to take it with a pinch of salt and go, wow, this is fascinating that this has tweaked that person in such a way. But ultimately it's not about you, it's about their reaction to something you've put out. And also to have a sense of the online world is the online world and the real world is the real world. And there is a difference between the two. So even if you're very authentic online and you are yourself, there's a difference to when you put something out there for people. So you have to kind of know the line yourself too. It's like, now I'm at work, now I'm not. And truth be told, you just don't look at the comments if it's bothering you. But in my experience personally, and with all the people that I've seen that have done this for a while, you get through it. You go through this sensitive period where it's a bit of a shock. And then it's like, oh, this is what's happening to everybody. One of the best things I ever did was to go and look at the criticisms of Eckhart Tolle. And you know, I can't see why anyone would be offended by Eckhart Tolle. But if you go to Amazon and look at one of his books and pick up the one-star reviews of Eckhart's books and see some of the stuff that people are writing about him, what you realize is that trolls are quite universal. People who criticize are quite universal. You could take the nasty comments written about Eckhart, you could put them underneath Oprah, you could put them underneath Jesus, you could put them, you know, pick a figure, and it's shocking how they start to have a certain flavor and they start to have a certain look. So that's when you realize, oh, these aren't about these people. This is actually a transmission from that person who decided to criticize. It's far more about them. You know, and you can be compassionate for the pain that they're in deep down, that they want to attack others, but also you kind of go, okay, there's a line I'm not going to cross. I'm here doing my thing, that's your party, I don't need to engage with it.